I've probably just been banned again. Bandicoot. Speaking of Bandicoot, can you beat Crash Bandicoot 2 if every crate is a Nitro? Let's find out! Can you see the game? Can you hear the game? Can you see any Nitro crates? No, because at the end of my Crash 1 Nitro stream, I modded the game to have invisible Nitro crates, and I forgot to turn that mod off. I don't think it's a good idea to play the game with invisible Nitro crates, because this is going to be horrible enough even when I can see the crates. A few minutes ago, immediately before I started this, I rewatched the video that I made called Can You Beat Crash Bandicoot 2 If Every Crate is a Nitro? I'd forgotten, actually, how much bullshit there is coming up on this adventure that I'm totally not prepared for. I don't need to watch this. We're not here for the plot. Skeleton, yes. I'm a skeleton today because it's going to take me so long to get through this that is what I'm going to look like by the end of the game. Totally coincidentally, I do have lots of skulls on this shirt. I don't even need to play this level. I'm just doing it because it's pleasant. I don't know if is there any way to get past this? It's not that interesting if you do. I have gone past this teleporter through modding, and there's not much beyond that point. But yes, Crash Bandicoot 2, every crate is a Nitro. You know what I'm going to do? Actually, should I? When I did this with Crash 1, I used Cheat Engine to freeze my life count in order to make sure I'd never get a game over, because everything would have taken a lot longer. Game overs are slightly different between Crash 1 and 2 in the Nitro versions, because in Crash 1 you can never get any checkpoints. So you always have to get all the way from the start of the level to the end of the level every time. And that means that losing a life at any point has exactly the same consequences as getting a game over. You always go back to the start of the level no matter what. In this game, you can get checkpoints in the form of these things, the bonus rounds. Which does mean, I love these crates. They do something different every time, these 3 crates in particular, for some reason. So now I've respawned here instead of the start of the level, so that means that game overs are a little bit of a different thing in this game. So yeah, I'm not sure about using infinite lives this time around. It's a worse form of cheating than when you do it in Crash 1. For the moment, I don't have infinite lives turned on. We'll see how long that lasts. I'm hopeful I can get through level 1 without a game over. Also, I should get the blue gem in this level, actually, if I don't blow anything up. It's possible I'll get a game over just attempting to get over this wall. Ugh. Okay, that's actually fine. Like Crash 1, I've never really played through the whole game properly in one single playthrough when it's like this. I have no idea what kind of problems I'm gonna face. I have no idea how long it's gonna take. Level 1, I've survived though. No game overs yet. No cheating. No modding. We're doing okay. Are you going to do Bear Down again? I'm trying not to think about Bear Down yet. I haven't installed the modified version of Bear Down that I released alongside this mod. It's possible that I will get through Bear Down. It's possible that you can do that level. I think I said I'd done like 4,000 attempts at that level. I've successfully got underneath those nitros once ever. So what I need to do is remember which nitros you can safely walk in front of, like those. Always safer to jump when you can. Oh, this... Okay, that's fine. Slide jumping does make a big difference in this game compared to the first one. I think... yeah, easy. I mean, Bear Down is... Bear Down is going to be a big problem, of course. And then Warp Room 4, is it? Where... I don't know. I'm just so used to going down here. I can probably do something about these. There we go. Warp Room 4 is where things like Cold Hard Crash happen. And other fun levels like that. Can I get... yes, okay. I knew you could get up there. It's fine. It's going great so far. 2 crystals out of 25. I do have nitro fuel once again as well. Monster Energy. Their branding is green, but the drink isn't green. When you pour a sort of yellow drink into a green mug, I would describe the colour as rusty. It doesn't look very nice. I do have to be careful here. What time did I start? I should be keeping an eye on... oh, it's 5 seconds to midnight. It's crazy, like, how impossible most of the bonus rounds actually are compared to, like, the main levels. I see a ramp with a big red arrow on it, and I just can't I can't stop myself. Oh, how long until I turn on infinite lives? I played this game a lot. I love this game. I hate this game. It's not like Crash 1 where most of the early deaths were intentional. Just not paying attention. What? Oh, God. This is level 3. Right here I actually have all of the stats from when I died in the Crash 1 attempt at this. I went through the footage and I took a tally of every death. That's how I put in the death totals at the end of each level. 387, if my arithmetic is correct, is the total that I ended up with for the game. 395 if you include when I replayed Insanity Beach at the end. Have I surpassed that yet? We'll have a separate count for game overs. We're up to 1 so far. And I haven't even come up to anything that's difficult yet. And originally I was thinking I don't need as many masks as I did when I made that video, because I've come up with different techniques for destroying nitros and things like that since then. But then I reminded myself of everything that's coming up later on in the game, and I think maybe I do want to get as many masks as possible. I think I should at least attempt to collect the masks that you can collect, and then I can say, look, you can have a mask at this point in the game, so then it becomes okay to kill myself, right? That's kind of the philosophy I mostly went for with Crash 1. See, I can do that level. I'm just getting back into it. I haven't played this game for a week. Zero cheating of any kind so far. If I'm remembering this correctly, once I get to Warp Room 4, I can get infinite lives, like, without cheating from the bees, right? That's a thing you can do, isn't it? If things don't get really bad until Warp Room 4, excluding Bear Down, and if I can get infinite lives anyway in Warp Room 4, then maybe I won't have to bother with the cheat. I think I'm going to go into every bonus round. I think my performance so far makes me think it would be a good idea to at least start them all. I mean, look at this. I'd love to see actually what happens to this if you lag the game by changing the graphic settings. But are there any other places, like obscure ways to get extra lives in this game? I know about Polar, of course, and I will be abusing him when the opportunity comes up, because of all the pain that he's given me in the past and the future, no doubt. I think these levels are harder than the boulder levels in Crash 1. I know there's like there's boost pads, and some of those are dangerous to step on. And some of the holes are quite dangerous to fall into as well. I do love Crash Bandicoot 2. The thing I've always said is Crash 1 is my personal favourite. I think Crash 2 is the best in the series. This is cool. I like that you can get into the bonus rounds, not just because it gives you a checkpoint, but because it's fun to just see a load of nitros that are impossible to get past and just blow them up. Sometimes, if you step on one of these, it'll just send you running straight through some crates. So, I think... oh, great. Most of the time it's probably better to avoid them. Like, it's better to avoid these nitros if you can. When I tallied up the deaths from Crash 1, I should have differentiated between nitro deaths and just, like, stupidity deaths. Not that that's necessarily mutually exclusive, but you know what I mean. I've already drowned several times and fallen into quite a few holes in this game. I'm going to assume that there's no levels in this game that you can get all the crates in, right? 5 crystals. I haven't given up yet. Hopefully this doesn't take me as long as Ripperoo in Crash 1 did. Nitro tiles instead of nitro crates. You can change the things that he spawns with his pogo stick, and every single tile that he puts down is like totally independent. You can change all of them to different things individually. It's not how that kind of thing normally works, but in this case I have left it alone, because at least the last thing he puts down has to be the right kind of tile for everything to work properly. I can't get a game over on a boss fight, come on. I got so used to avoiding the nitros, it didn't even occur to me that I was standing too close to the TNT. I'm not used to TNTs being a threat. On 0 lives. Hopefully I can change that quite soon. Warp Room 1. Easy. Should have been easy. I do normally play as Coco, but I'm not going to bother, I don't think, because I've got my cool Crash Bandicoot skin. There we go. Narrowly avoided a game over there. I don't have the red gem, so I can't go up there. I think, is there a mask? In one of the snow levels there's a mask, but you can't get to it, so it doesn't matter. The ice is going to give me so many problems later on. Does anyone know why that happens, those explosions in the ceiling? If not, go and watch the video that's called Can You Beat Crash Bandicoot 2 If Every Crate is a Nitro? I think this is one of those where you can't get around it actually and you need to jump over, which is a bit awkward because there's a very, very narrow ledge on the other side. I think just a normal high jump, maybe it's like slide jump like this actually is the way to go. But a bit further than what I just did there. I should have done some practice with the slide spin jump trick. Once you get the hang of it, it is easier than like the Crash 1 method of just like jumping and spinning away. I don't know what your name means. I was pressing the button. This isn't even like a hard level. It took me about 4.5 hours to do Crash Bandicoot 1. Has anyone got any predictions for this game? This, I think, is the trickiest part of this level. Just gotta... I can jump further than I think I can. You can stand further along the edge than it looks like you should be able to. So that's the key to this thing that I've been struggling with, I think. How many times have I died in this level? Am I about to get a mask anytime soon? I'm not going to deliberately give myself masks in situations like this, but there we go. But if the game decides that I need them, I won't argue with it. Here we go, checkpoint, nice. Are there any bonus rounds that I'm going to be able to get through? What I don't want to do at any point is miss the crystals in any level. Thankfully, I found the crystal for this level. I don't think there's any levels I really want to have to do twice. Any more than I already have to through getting game overs. The Warp Room. That sounds like a good name for a website. I'm not planning to go into many secret routes. Probably will a couple of times, just to try and get some masks in like a way that doesn't feel like cheating. If it takes me hours to get to Warp Room 4, then I'm going to say fuck it and not bother, but you've got to be so careful with your movement. This is Air Crash. I think it's plant food that's the worst out of the river levels. Hopefully, if I'm just careful, this one won't be too bad. Oh my god, look at this. I think I can just sneak through this gap and then I'm okay. Yeah, probably actually safest to go up round this way, isn't it? And then double back here. Okay, that wasn't too bad. Should be possible to get a few gems at least, yeah. I think I've got one so far. My favourite gimmick in the game, Polar, the polar bear. My best friend. Here he is. This level I think is fine. No checkpoints in these levels. Oh, that wasn't right. There's sort of three types of deaths in this. There's the nitros, when you get killed by a nitro that isn't supposed to be a nitro. There's dying to random other stuff just from being bad at the game. Then there's dying to random other stuff while you're trying to avoid the nitros, which is an annoying one. See, this is a bit awkward just because there's nitros on a narrow path, which makes it more likely you're going to fall in the water. Easy. We love Polar. What's next? That was level 9? Level 10? Oh, no, that's level 8. This is level 9. That's level 10. I'm good with numbers. Look at all these numbers that I wrote down. I think actually on a previous page of this notepad. This is from when I was trying to figure out how to like do rotation correctly in my level editor. This is a list of every level in the game, ticking them off as I went, trying to fix the rotation of certain things. Oh, don't ask me about things like that. Cause me too much stress and I'll start getting even worse at the game. Okay, three lives. God, did you see that jump? Is this just normal? Yep. Cool. Easy. Have I beaten any levels without dying yet? Maybe the first one. I'll go back through all the footage at some point and count the deaths up again. Is it going to be more or less than Crash 1? That's the question. It doesn't actually matter. I think it's pretty moot, considering there was a level that I gave up on, basically, in Crash 1. And there's a chance that's going to happen again in this game. Crash 3 will be good, which is what I'll do next time, because, spoilers, I think Crash 3 is the only one you can sort of do a single, unbroken playthrough of. Something down here, isn't there? Oh, but then I can't keep these anyway, because there's no way to get back up. You can't actually fall off the side here, which means if I'd come into this area with a mask, I'd have to quit the level at this point. Luckily, I'm still trying to avoid all the boost pads. I know some of them are probably fine. That one definitely isn't. Ooh, oh my god, I've already been going for 52 minutes, is that correct? Oh no, it's gonna be a long night. So the eel deal, when I originally was figuring this stuff out, when I made that video, I did get the green gem from this level because I use it for something later on. I haven't totally decided on how things are going to play out later, but I think it's an easy one to get, so I might as well. Is that literally the first eel in the whole game, and it killed me? What time is it for you? Where are you from? 12:35 AM on Monday. I am from the United Kingdom of Great Britain and Northern Ireland, but it's not where I currently am. From the UK to Spiderland. I don't know where the thing about spiders came from. Is this the way I want to go for the gem? I think so. I've definitely seen a lot more spiders in the UK than I ever have in Australia. Things like cockroaches and lizards you get here, but spiders, I don't remember the last time I saw a spider in this country, if ever. Okay, this wasn't too bad. I also... Why is this guy just chilling here? I also still have never seen a Bandicoot, which is a shame. Oh, I forgot how far back I'd have to go if I did that. It's alright, I've got the green gem, which will allow me to access a secret area later on. Although, actually, I think you can still get into that area, but it just makes it easier to keep the mask that's in there if you have the green gem. This might be a good place to practice that trick, because the result, if I get it, will be really satisfying. That's quite satisfying anyway. I think generally you follow the Wumpa, right, and that tells you where to go. Yeah, this one you could miss then. You could miss this crystal. Ow! Didn't even see him. I got a crystal and a gem. I don't want to have to redo this and get the crystal and the gem all over again. No, I want to be super careful with this. I'm just going to hang around here and watch the route that this guy goes on just to make sure. Yeah, okay. I always struggle with these sections. I don't think my depth perception is very good. I'm on 0 lives. I'm going to be tempted. Will it reset? I guess it'll reset my Wumpa if I get a game over, won't it? But I'm going to be tempted to immediately kill myself at the start of the next level just to get a game over and give myself 4 or 5 lives again, depending on how you count them. Well, I think it's time for a boss fight anyway, so I might as well. My favourite playable character in this game is Komodo Joe. And I've been meaning to make a video about that for ages, and I keep not doing it. This is a pretty easy boss fight, isn't it? Hopefully. This is easier than their boss fight in Crash Bash anyway, isn't it? I wanted to do Crash Bash, but every crate's a Nitro. Even if there's only a few levels where crates actually appear, I still think that would be fun to try. I got as far as like texture swapping in Crash Bash, and then I gave up. At least I'm not on 0 lives anymore. What an annoying way to die just by walking into him while he's sitting on the floor. Oh yeah, it'd make the pogo levels impossible, of course. Not all of them though, right? Which one? One of the levels you collect the points by drawing a square with your tiles. Pogo a Go-Go would be possible, yeah. I suppose the Papu Papu boss fight wouldn't be possible, would it? Because you need to throw crates in that one. I still want to try it though. Warp Room 3. What's in here? I already know which one of these 5 levels I'm going to be leaving for the end. I do think this is a difficult level in a few places. Even in the non-Nitro version, I like to have a mask for this level. See, it's these... Oh, this is the problem, it's the plants. You've got to boost at exactly the right moment to avoid them. I wouldn't be surprised if I get a game over on this one. I mean, I don't think... Oh, you probably can. No, you probably can't. But yeah, I think you have to actually wait until you're either level with them or even past them before you do the boost. Because they take a while to attack, but the range is so big on that. Nah. Is this the level with plants surrounding you at the end? Yes. Is that 3 game overs now? Third one looks possible. Okay, I'll have a look. What you reckon if I boost towards the riverbank instead of straight forward, do you think I've got a chance of doing it? No, I'll try with the D-pad. I'm using the analog stick. Maybe I don't need to boost. Am I an idiot for boosting? Oh, thanks, game. Yeah, okay. You can just get past if you're careful. I'm going to lose the mask here. Whatever happens, I knew that was going to happen. I think I definitely want to go up here to kill these guys. Yeah, okay. Oh, this should be okay, I think. Yeah, that's fine. I got through it eventually. What level is this? Sewer or later? Anything I need to know about this level? Yes, there's some enemies in it that can kill me. Never ever played these sewer levels without singing along. I love this music. I hate these fan blades though. Ow. Oh, I wasn't even paying attention to my lives or anything. Is that 4? That was, well, geez, look at my hair. I said I needed to get a haircut, I still haven't done that. I'd be wearing a hat, that would solve this problem. I was quite amused by the number of comments that I got on the version of my Crash 1 Nitro stream that I put on YouTube that were like, oh my god, I'm not very good at that. Oh my god, a face reveal. I think there's been at least double digits worth of videos on that YouTube channel that have had my face in them in the past. Did no one watched that time I went on a day trip to Amsterdam or anything like that? I managed to drive straight into a parked car. I mean, what would you do here if there wasn't an enemy at this point? I think we're at 4 game overs. Is anyone keeping track of that? This is the next level as far as I'm concerned. I don't think you can get across here. I think you could in... Why did I just do that? I think you could in the original version of the game, but they patched it out, I think. That was such a stupid thing to do. Hopefully, this is one of those levels... Oh, I saw it. I saw it jump, but it was too late. Hopefully, this is one of those levels where you can jump around most of the nitros. I think I do want to get on here. Not to go into the death route, but just because it makes it easier when you go back to get around these. Right, crystal. All of those are taken care of. That's what we like to see. I could do with having one bonus round I can get through and pick up a few fruit and stuff. Oh, come on. Can you make that? Maybe not. Do you want to be careful here? Because I don't want another game over at this point. Okay, all that's left is the monkey. We're good. They don't put 4 fingers on animated characters in Japan. Oh yeah, I've heard that thing about the Yakuza. I think this will be difficult, but possible. I think it was silly to start this with 0 lives. What's in the secret area of this level? Oh, never mind. What is there in the secret area of this level? Is it just... There's a gem in there, right? Is there like 1,000,000 extra lives or anything that might be useful for me? Crates. I don't want crates. What's nice about this level though is we get to see Polo again later on. Oh, I thought something broke with the game, but it's just my controller has just died. I do have a cable though, so panic over. Yeah, there we go. Oh, what? Oh, shit. I'll give it a second just to charge up a little bit. My trusty ancient DualShock 3. So I had one death there that was like a hardware problem more than anything else. We scrubbed that one from the records. Oh. I was just thinking I was making good progress in this bonus level. I can see an extra life there. I want to get that. That is gettable. Because I know this is doable. I've just got to successfully do it. God. There we go. There we go. You can beat at least one bonus level in this game. Oh, I've got hundreds of lives now. Easy. Oh my god. Oh my god! Did you see that lizard pushing the nitro? I've never seen that happen before. See if it happens again. Oh, he jumped over it that time. Here he is. My favourite little polar bear. Right. What level is next? Is there any way to glitch into the boss fight or up to the next warp room? I've got 3 lives. Let's see what happens. Here we go. Come on, come on, come on. Oh, there was a possibility it could have happened on the first attempt, couldn't it? Well, I'll do it enough times to get a game over, and then I'll activate infinite lives, and we'll see what we can do. Oh. Did you get a game over in Unbearable? Probably. I definitely got a game over in Bear Down. I'm not going to resort to modding just yet. I'm just opening up Cheat Engine. Lives. Okay. I have enabled infinite lives, so I'm just going to start running forwards. And in fact, I'm no longer even playing the game. I'm just letting him run on his own. For anyone who hasn't seen this before, these 4 boxes right here are the biggest problem in this whole game. It is possible that you can run underneath them as they jump up. It's possible. I've seen it once ever out of a few thousand attempts at making this work. There is another thing that can happen. These 4 crates can blow themselves up as soon as the level starts, which is more likely from the research that I've done than getting underneath them, but still not very. So I do think the solution to this is going to be to mod the game. It would be amazing to have this happen live, wouldn't it? I mean, if it does happen, I'm not holding the controller, there's no way that I'd be able to grab it and get through the level, but I'd love to see it happen. Has anyone thought of a different way to get through this? I've tried everything I can think of. I don't know, it's been a couple of years, maybe there's been some kind of crazy new speedrunning technique to clip through walls or something that I haven't heard about. I'm going to be here all night if I don't just say I'm going to mod the game. I promise you, it is possible to go underneath those nitros when they jump up. I spent like 9 or 10 minutes talking about it in a video called Can You Beat Crash Bandicoot 2 if every crate is a nitro? I mean, I'm going to mod it live because that's fun, right? But I could go and download the version of this that I made where the crates are already slightly moved. I'll leave it running until the level editor is loaded, which I have here. How annoying would it be if I'd actually got underneath it while it was off screen then for 1 second? I'm giving up at this point. What button to... I'm pressing X to save because it says press X to save. I think they mean square. These are the 4. Oh, of course the problem is if I move these, I'm going to have to change them all into nitros manually. Oh, I forgot about that. There's not that many. Just whack them over here. Is that going to be far enough to get past? Maybe a bit further. I mean, I could just remove them. I could... there's a lot of different ways you could mod the game, really. This is probably not the most efficient way to do it. Oh, I don't really have a quick way to turn everything into a nitro. I don't think you can't even see that menu there, can you? Those are all changed. Speed modding. Should have a find and replace feature. Yeah, there's a lot of things that this should have that it doesn't. These ones have already been changed, but for some reason haven't updated. Look at these guys. These are the guys who lift up the ice blocks. This is what they look like T-posing. Oh, TNTs. This isn't how I made the Nitro mod originally. I didn't manually go through every single crate in the game. If I play the level and it turns out I've missed some of these, I'm not gonna... I don't think I need to... All of these have actually updated. It's just something about my code that's disappeared. Should I leave that as a Nitro switch just because it'd be really satisfying? No, come on, I shouldn't, should I? Just as a side note, anytime you see this appear on one of these crates, this is one of the ones that will turn into a checkpoint if you die enough times. Which actually, I suppose, I've just realised I'm not disabling as I go through. But I also don't know if turning this off works, so it might be safer to just... Oh god. Let's see if I got them. Oh no, they are there. I just moved them further than I thought. Okay, there they are, and I got past them. And if there's any that I missed, I can't be bothered to go and change them again. Oh, we'll just ignore it. That one was easy to avoid anyway, right? Can you beat Crash Bandicoot 2 if every crate, apart from that one, is a nitro? And if you move some of them. Okay, the crystal's still there, that's good. I didn't accidentally delete it. Yeah, this level is fine, I think, once you get through the first bit. One day I'll do a live stream which is just playing this level 4,000 times. We'll see if we can actually get it to work again. Okay, I only missed one actually. Did you already, or are you planning to do this with Crash 3? I'm planning to do it with Crash 3 next, and I'm hoping that it's less of an ordeal than the first 2 games, because I don't think there will be any reason to mod Crash 3. I haven't switched Infinite Lives back on, by the way. So far the only place I've used that was for this level. You want to speedrun Crash 3? You already can if you want to. Go and find the video that's called Can You Beat Crash Bandicoot 3 if every crate is a nitro? And I would recommend, if you're going to speedrun any of the 3 games, do it with Crash 3. Bear Down is done. We don't need to talk about it anymore. It's similar to Crash 1 where it's the penultimate boss that's a lot harder than the last one. And none of the others are too much of a problem. Is that the first boss fight that I haven't died on? This is Warp Room 4. Now I need to think about what I'm doing here. At least in Cold Hard Crash, I think I'm going to need a mask or 2 at some point. There are, I think, 3 masks in this Warp Room that you can pick up. The thing you can do with the bees to get loads of lives, is that only in Behaving? In which case, should I do Behaving first, get 1 billion lives, and then proceed to see what else I can do? I'll see what happens. Okay, we'll see what I can do. Ah. Oh my god, I don't know if I've seen that animation with the skeleton skin before. It's terrifying. What's the technique for getting the lives? Slide spin into the hive. Okay. Okay, got it. Got it. Okay, no, I see what you got to do now. I get it. I'm still... Oh, well, that'll help. I'm going to keep that mask. A little too far. Yeah, okay, I see. It's scary to stand that close, but... Ah. Okay. Ow. Right, I'm up 1. I'm up by 1. Oh, is this a stupid thing to do? I want to get to 99. How long is that going to take? Should I get to 50 and then Keep going. I can always come back to this later, can't I? Jump really high by doing that. Is there some kind of exploit here you could do, potentially? Oh, I'm fucking it up now. You can, like, damage boost off multiple bees, keep going upwards, and, like, stand on top of the level, out of bounds. Is that a thing you can do? Okay, well, there's the 50. I'm going to keep going until I lose the mask, and then I'll... Okay, there we go. 50 lives. I'll see how far that gets me. There's a way to destroy all of these nitros using the bees. It's a bit awkward, actually. There we go. That's quite a satisfying use of the bees. Now this section right here, this is one of my least favourite parts of any Crash Bandicoot game, where you've got the bees and the electric fence that's on a timer. I have not played Crash 4 for a long time. Oh my god. You see that first time? I mean, oh, I'm going to have to redo so much. Is the bonus round just up ahead? Hang on, I'm going to keep going a little bit. If I can get a checkpoint. No, I'll have to backtrack through the bees. That isn't going to be possible, is it? Didn't really think about how much shit you've got to redo if you die in this secret area. What happened there? Did you see that? It always worries me when I see things that I've never seen before, because it means something's broken. Whoops! I've already got 2 masks. Is it stupid to go into that area trying to get 1 mask? What I'm doing here is just getting more lives until I lose the mask. I feel like it's cheating to use the mask if I didn't collect it naturally. But while I've got it, I might as well get a few more lives out of it, right? This is actually a really difficult area to get through. Like, most of it is optional. The only reason to come into here is to get the purple gem. It continues for quite a long way past this point. So the normal thing to do is just kill yourself here and go back to the normal level. But there's a mask later on. And obviously you have to not die to keep the mask. So this is really scary. Oh, there's the mask anyway. So there you go, you can get a mask here. Shit. Okay, well I don't know quite what to do now. I'll try it one more time. Once again, I'm going to keep going until I lose the mask. Or, if I get to 99 first, then I'm good. Okay. I was going to say, if I can get to 99 lives, as a reward for doing that, I'm going to keep the mask. But, never mind. What inspired the original Nitro video? Or was it just a random idea? Anytime I've made any kind of custom level. I mean, the first mod I did was a version of Insanity Beach with a lot of extra nitros in it. Just something that I like to do when making levels in this game is put down as many nitros as possible. There's a feature of Alchemist, my modding tool, that I don't think many people know about. It's got like a crate randomizer in it, which randomly changes all of the crates in a level to random types of crates. So I thought, well, I could take the code that I've already got for doing that. I could choose to turn every crate in the level into a nitro quite easily, and that sounds like it would actually be quite fun to experiment with. So what I did was I just changed every crate in the whole game into a nitro, and then of course with Crash 1 quite early on it becomes totally impossible unless you start changing some of them back. So I looked at Crash 2 instead. I realised you could actually get through the first few levels of it, and I was like, oh, this is interesting. I wonder if it's worth trying to beat the whole game like this and like see if anything interesting happens. And I think it started off as just a bit of fun, like, oh shit, one of my random experiments with this game that never really goes anywhere. But then I got to bear down. I think that was the point when I started recording footage, and I thought, hang on, like when I first had the idea to attempt to run underneath those nitros, I was like, if I can make this happen, I think I'm going to make a video about this, because I think this is worth showing. I want to share the pain that I've been through of trying to figure out if this is possible with everyone else, which is how it turned into a video. Okay. There's a mask, and it's this turtle who killed me before. There we go. So it looks like I successfully picked up a mask. And if I can get this mask all the way to the end of the level, then I won't feel bad about cheating to give myself 1 mask at a later point. That's sort of the way that I did it with Crash 1. If anyone has a problem with that, download the mod for yourself and prove that you're better than me by doing it all legitimately. Now hang on. I don't think actually I want to go into that bonus, because I almost certainly can't complete it, and if I die I'm going to lose this mask. I'm making an executive decision to keep going. Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god. That was the scariest 3 seconds of my life. Oh my god, the fucking plants! Get in the ground! I've just got to get over these. Get through the door. Okay. Ooh. 81 lives I'm leaving this level with. Now I've got to think about what I want to do next. Ruination has 2 masks in it that I can collect. Wild Hard Crash, I'm pretty sure, at least 1 mask for. 2 would be good. Hanging Out, you usually do need a mask for that. It's possible that you don't. I think the logical thing to do is Ruination. Maybe. We'll see. Bloody monkeys. Right. Oh, 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 oh! Oh no! I worked so hard for that mask. You all saw me bringing a mask into this level. I'm gonna just pretend that I didn't lose it. I think I do want to step on this, don't I? That was the whole point of getting the green gem. Just gonna wait for someone to say, holy shit, I never knew you could spin the logs. Because someone says that every time I stream this game or make a video about it. You still need to have the right timing for it going in this direction. It's not too bad on the side scrolling, but it's still... There we go. There's another mask. Oh my god. Potentially could get invincibility here. We'll see. Okay, well, you can spin the logs, I promise. I need to prove that you can collect it and keep it to the end of the level, right? To justify cheating to give myself masks later on. In the spirit of the original project, I should at least make an effort to do that. Yes, the reason you want to get the green gem is because you can't make this jump back to the level. And you don't want to be backtracking through all that other shit. Look at this. See, I never did this in my my video. I didn't get 3 masks together. Even though I could have done, I suppose. I still don't want to rush through too much, but... Shouldn't be a problem. Okay. It might really only be Crash Bandicoot 3. That might be the only game in the whole series that you can actually beat with all nitros. Because for Crash 1 I had to do some modding. Crash 2 I had to do some modding. I mean, you can do Crash 2. You can do Crash 1. Both of the things I use modding for you can do, but I mean, Crash 3 is the only one that you realistically could do. I did do some pretty serious glitching to get through that one in my video of it. But you can do it without by just using a mask, by cheating. Okay, so I've got 2 masks. I'm going to do Cold Hard Crash. YOLO. I'm starting Cold Hard Crash with 2 masks. I won't feel bad about cheating to give myself 2 masks at the start of this. I realise now that I've fucked up. I didn't really think about this. Yeah, I've done this completely wrong. Oh, I've lost the mask anyway. I'm going to keep going to get used to the level. Yeah, I shouldn't have done Ruination. I started the level with 1 mask. I picked up 2 more masks. And then I finished the level with 2 masks total. I should have done Ruination first to get 2 masks, gone into this level and used 2 masks, and then after that gone and got the mask from Behaving to use it somewhere else. I mean, a perfect run was already out of the question. I'm going to ignore the bonus because I want to keep a mask here. I think I want to... You see that? I think that's the first time I've successfully done that trick in this game, but I may have to do it again. I think you definitely need a mask for this. What I'm going to do is say, fuck it, YOLO, let's do some cheating. I'm going to give myself this checkpoint and give myself a mask. I've totally fucked everything. I'll see what I can do with 1 mask. I need to get into the death route, and I've already died. This has all gone horribly wrong. Also, I need to go very, very quickly for this next section. Okay. That was actually easier than I was expecting it to be. What a huge disaster. I did that thing where I ran through the wall and then jumped off the steps. First attempt. That's something. So, okay, it's safe to do this, isn't it? If I kill myself several times here, the death route will still appear, won't it? I think it's fine. Could be wrong. No one's completely sure. I literally watched the video that I made about doing this immediately before I started doing it. Why did I not just do exactly what I did that time? Can I get in front of or behind or underneath this? I actually don't know. I mean, what... It's okay to die though, isn't it? Because I haven't got a checkpoint. I should know all these rules. The problem is they're different in every Crash game, so I can never remember what the situation is. If I go through all of this and then that death route platform isn't there. Ugh. Okay, you need to not do that. Oh. Bye. If you don't think about bear down. This is the hardest level in the game. And it's also possibly the only one where I can't get a checkpoint. Unless you can backtrack back to the bonus from where the death route starts. But that's the kind of irony that you get in these games, is the hardest level being the only one that you can't get a checkpoint in. Okay, that's what you're supposed to do. I did this correctly before. What are the chances I do it again? 0, I suppose. Oh yeah. Metal crate bridge. I know what you're talking about, and I think you possibly can make that jump. The first time you go there, you destroy the nitros that are there. I think it is a jump you can make when there's nothing in the way. This thing with the seal here is actually harder than it looks. You have to be quite precise in where and when you spin into him. I'll see what I can do with one mask again. See, yeah, I think, I'm not going to try it now unnecessarily, but I think you can, with a slide spin jump, get up here. This is what we wanted to see. So I'm going into the death route with no masks, which even in the normal version of the game is not a good idea, but now that I've got it, it'll permanently be unlocked, right? Now that I've got to it once, will it now be safe to go into the bonus round once I've died and I go back to the start of the level, and then we don't have to worry about whether you can make that jump? Ah, what the fuck? I can't explain what happened there. I pressed the button and it didn't do anything. I am playing on a controller that I've had for, 16 years, so that might be part of the problem. Now that I've been into the death route, can I go into the bonus round to set the checkpoint without the platform disappearing? Oh, good. Oh! How did I do that? Okay, you can get past that, apparently. I think you probably can. Oh, I lost the mask. Well, it's worth doing it just to get some practice, right? I think what I'm going to do if I die, when I die again, I'm going to go into the bonus and just hope that it works. Oh, I think you can squeeze behind that one, can't you? But you've got to be careful about it. I'm going in. I may live to regret it. Can I complete this bonus round with one mask? I've managed one bonus round so far. Bloody penguin! I could still get a game over. Oh, what? Oh god, I hate this level. Oh, I'm still plugged in. Well, I've learned something about how this game works. 2 masks. These have already been destroyed, which is sort of an extra bit of cheating. Now I'm thinking, actually, I should have done the thing where I backtrack to here. There would be a way if you can make that jump without the nitros being there, then you could take 2 masks into the death route. If you go into the death route, backtrack to the bonus to set that as a checkpoint. What happened there? I just want to see if you can make this jump. If you can go out again, backtrack to this point to set the checkpoint, go back through this without any of these nitros here. In theory, if that's possible, you can get into the death route with 2 masks. Right. There was a specific thing that I used the mask for in this death route in that video. Even if I can get past that without it, there's so much bullshit at the end of this death route that isn't even any different to... Fuck! Well, that's the thing that you've got to deal with. That isn't even any different to the normal version of the game. I mean, is it worth... I'm pretty sure you can't... There's something in this route that is impossible to get past. But I might as well go and see what it is just to check there's nothing else you can do instead. Even if you get through these, that single one is supposed to be an arrow crate, and I don't think there's any way to make that jump. Oh, okay. The death route of this level is incredibly difficult. Did you see that? Did you see that? That was the thing that I spent ages trying to do in Castle Machinery. I'd be happy with just one successful attempt at this. Those should have exploded, but they didn't. That's never happened to me before in this level, and I've played this level a lot. Yeesh. Okay, you can definitely break these without a mask by doing this sort of slide spin thing. The issue is I haven't successfully done that at any point yet. What I have done is like the spinning and jump, but no, that isn't possible when you're standing on ice, so you need to use the slide. You need to slide like towards the camera and jump and spin very, very, very precisely, and then you can blow these up. And it's such a fucking ball ache to get back to this point if you fail. This is why it would have been good to do this death route with 2 masks if possible. This is so precise. Twice now. That's twice that's happened. Fucking porcupines, they're worse than the nitros, honestly. Belly flop to cancel momentum. Yeah, I don't really want to do that here. I think belly flopping might be a dangerous move in this location. But yeah, if you just slide on the forward axis, that does work as well. There you go, it's possible. Now the problem is, of course, you've still got to get to the end of the death route. Even normally, it's 100% nitros anyway. I could try to blow this one up by doing exactly what I did on that big group of them before. If I can get it, then it's easier than trying to jump. Oh, okay. Can I make this without sliding? Yes. Okay, what's more dangerous, sliding directly towards this on ice, or trying to blow it up like I just did? If I could just keep one mask beyond the big group in the middle, but it's that one box after the porcupines that you definitely can avoid hitting. I know you can, but I'm not sure exactly what the technique is. That's the technique. This is the first time I've got to this point with a mask. But not successfully. Ah! Yeah, maybe it is better to just keep going. Probably shouldn't be... Oh, that's 3 times that's happened now. Okay. It takes a long time to get there, but you start to get a feel for how to do it eventually. Is it better to just go for it here, or... Yeah, okay. I'm happy with doing it there, and then just jump over these. And then... Oh! First fucking try, yeah, you bet. I've still got to finish the level. Fucking porcupines, stay away from me. I know there's at least one awkward thing coming up. Oh, and there's another one after this. You have to move towards the centre, that's the thing. Okay, okay. Okay. I can see the end of the level. Oh, oh my god, that was hell. I'm going to let him do the full dance, because if I had the energy for it, I'd be doing exactly that as well. Oh, I forgot about digging it. Fucking hell. I'm going to do hanging out. Probably I'm going to need a mask to do this. I have sometimes seen it doable without a mask. And like, it's more likely that that's going to happen than the thing I just did in that level 3 times without even wanting to. Yeah, here we go. I've shown that you can pick up 3 masks in the game, right? I just did it in a really stupid order, and I only came away from 3 masks with 2 masks, because I'm an idiot and I forgot how the game works. But yeah, sometimes, I think because of the glitching that sometimes happens when they bounce up and down, and because of the really tight circular space that they're in, sometimes the one in the bottom right corner can sort of glitch upwards enough that you can slide underneath it. But that hasn't happened on this occasion. So, I'm going to give myself a mask. If you don't like that, then that's fine. Okay, so sometimes the bottom corner here, you can just slide through a gap there, but not on this occasion. You saw that I did at least one time manage to blow up all those... Oh shit, I forgot about this. The hundreds of crates. Does this protect me from this? No. I blew up the big group of nitros without losing a mask. So actually, I could have kept that mask in theory all the way to the end of the level, and then I would have one at this point. And I didn't turn on infinite lives either. I've only used that for bear down so far. But there's some place in the game where it's beneficial to do this, but I forget where. It's obviously not where I did it before. Probably slide jump will do it actually. Yeah, there we go. That wasn't too bad after the previous one. I did cheat, but after what I've just been through, I'm okay with that. Oh, I've got to play digging it now. Digging it's definitely bad when you're going for 100%. Hopefully it's okay here. It can't be any worse than Cold Hard Crash, can it? Yeah, so I think in this level the bees only come one at a time, don't they? So you probably can't do the trick with the lives here. Oh, there's so many of these. I just want to stand on all of them. Oh, look at this. Why can't all the nitros be like this, just in the background? There we go. That's 2 bonus rounds that I've successfully completed now. 17 lives. We're getting to the point in the game where it's possible I could finish it without any more game overs. The 5th warp room, I think, is not as hard as the 4th warp room. This guy up here is the reason why you can't really... Actually, have I got the crystal? I think Ow. In my video about this, I think I did actually take that secret exit because it's quicker than getting all the way to the end. And I hate this level. Ow. I do hate these fucking bees. But I do love that animation. I love Skeleton Crash with a giant head. I don't even know how much of the level is left beyond this. But I just want to get out of this level because I fucking hate it. I'll have no shame in using this mask to take that secret exit. I just want to be done with Warp Room 4. Oh my god. This whole part of the game. Fuck my life. My fucking god. Fucking die. Okay. Oh. It is a horrible level, but you can exit it early, which is nice. You got to go through all of that bullshit, and then you got to fight fucking Engine. At least it's one of the things that doesn't get made harder by this mod, so hopefully it's okay. I'm not very good at this boss. I'm not very good at any of the bosses, but I've done surprisingly well so far with some of them. Whoops. I should have changed it so the thing you're throwing at him is nitro crates, really, shouldn't I? That's the shit I can do next time I do a full-on modding stream when I don't have a goal of beating the game as well. Ow. A fun fact about this level, and I think the Crash 3 engine fight, the health bar on the screen is for the mech, so that's the thing that you're fighting. Engine himself does also have a secret hidden health bar that isn't shown but can be enabled. The penguin in the Dingo Dial boss fight in Crash 3 also has a secret health bar. That last bit is a lot easier if you just like throw one apple, Wumper, sorry, and then immediately run away. Okay. Warp Room 5. Finally! So I don't think it matters what order I do these in. Might as well stick to the order that they're presented to me in, because that gives me a bit more variety in the environments. Because there's a couple of basically duplicates in this warp room. Piston it away, I think this level is really bad when you're trying to do 100%. It should be okay here. What incorrect Wumpa name annoys you more, apples or mangoes? I don't think either annoy me particularly. I suppose mangoes is closer to what they're supposed to be really in terms of texture, but they are shaped like apples. Has anyone ever been to the Big Mango up at Bowen? Probably not. I think most of the people who live in Australia are asleep now because it's 3 o'clock on a Monday morning. Ah, I think I can still deal with this. There we go, look at that. Oh, I'm getting it now. Ow. I've also seen the big banana in Coffs Harbour, but I don't like bananas, so that was terrifying actually. Back's starting to hurt. I should probably be sitting in a chair, shouldn't I? That's what real gamers do. I'm sort of just sitting against a window. It's like having easy access. If I have to play Cold Hard Crash again, I'm just going to backflip straight out through here. Crystal. Nice, I see something behind him. I want to be careful of that. Oh my god. Did everyone see what just happened there? It hasn't happened much, but at least twice it's happened in this game. Sadly, there's no bees in this level. I'm starting to miss them now. Okay, it was this fucking box earlier that got me. Now I'm really scared of it. I'm scared of this guy coming towards me as well. Okay, there's the death route. I'm not doing that one. Ooh, I'll have that, thank you. You see that one? If I hadn't done a slide jump, that would have got me. Okay, is this where the ending is? Yes. Okay. Jetpack time, is it? Oh, by the way, I'm no longer a skeleton, temporarily. You just got to take your time with this, don't rush. It should be okay. Of course, I can't get a checkpoint in this level. This music is brilliant, but the level just stresses me out so much. Okay, crystal. Not many of those left. Did I do that without dying? I think I possibly did. Ah. Suddenly, all of my flesh just disappeared. Right. 3 left. Night fight. Thankfully, won't have the same problem that I had with lights out in Crash 1. I could do what I did with Crash 1 and just turn the brightness up so I can take my time a bit more, but hopefully don't need to. There aren't really any, like, traditional levels in the final warp room, are there? Piston it away and spaced out are mostly side-scrolling. Then there's 2 jetpack levels, then there's this. Then there was this. Actually, quite easy. Okay. If I can do the final 2 levels in less than like 40 minutes, I've beaten this game faster than I did Crash 1. That's meaningless, because in both games there was a level that I modded to get through it. So the timer really doesn't mean anything except how long I could be bothered to keep attempting each of those levels. This will be slightly harder than Rocket. Clearly. No checkpoints means I have to sit through that every time I die, but that's alright. Ow. Why am I so bad at at everything. This is the first thing. This isn't even a nitro. Is it better to go over the top? Why can't I do this? Why isn't this crate a nitro, by the way? I know the answer to that is because it's not actually a crate. I just didn't notice that on the other one. This is the first thing in the level and I can't even get past it. There we go. Normally you can sort of judge how far you are through a level by checking how many boxes you've broken, but it doesn't really work in this version of the game. Oh god, look at that. Oh, crystal. Okay, I haven't missed it yet. Please tell me it means the end of the level is close. I've just got to get through whatever this is. Oh, I think I've done it. 24 out of 25 crystals. Oh my god. Ow. Can I do final level without getting a game over? What do we think? I actually got most of the coloured gems. Can I get into the gem path with those? You need blue to enter the first part. I've got blue. Oh my god, look at this. Can I blow these up? Slightly awkward curved invisible walls on this section though, which... yeah, okay, there we go. There's some free lives. At least if I can get one, then it doesn't mean anything. If I can get two, then I've gained something. So thank you guys for recommending that. I'd forgotten about these lives actually. That's really useful. It was worth getting the blue gem 4 hours ago just for this. Oh, I had no idea I could do that. Okay. Well, I'm not going to bother going any further. You might have just saved me from a final game over. The worst is over. And this is a section I think where this is just what it looks like in the normal version of the game, so I'm pretty sure every one of these in this area is supposed to be a nitro, so they'll have all been deliberately placed in a way that makes them possible to avoid. I'm getting quite good at that now. This, I don't know if I can do anything about this though. 2 bonus rounds I've managed to complete, I think, which is more than I did in Crash 1. Ow, there's the crystal, there's... ooh, you see how close that was? Crystal number 25, I've just got to get it to the end. And then there's not much left to do. There's a very, very, very challenging final boss in this game. Hopefully my 6 lives are enough to get me through it. I think it's happening. I think we're there. Oh my god. So I do cold hard Crash with invisible nitros after this. I don't know if I've noticed that Crash has a hole, I know you can't really see it here, where his ear would normally be when you use this version of the skeleton skin, which is available from thewarproom.com. Somewhere. I don't mind watching this, I've just skipped every other cutscene in the whole game, I might as well try and get a sense of what the plot is. It's quite a long pre-boss cutscene. Possibly that was longer than the boss fight itself. Back in the jetpack though, that's annoying actually. I've spent the whole game playing as Skeleton Crash, and then the final boss, I'm no longer a skeleton. The hardest boss in all of gaming. Oh my god. Speed shoes! Oh!
You haven't seen the last of me, Crash Bandicoot.
Just over 4 hours. Look at him on the beach.
What do you suppose happened to Cortex?
That's great. I know the Cortex Vortex is still up there. I've got to get all the gems to destroy it. But I'm not going to do that. There we go. Crash Bandicoot 2. Can you beat it if every crate is a nitro? Well, I sort of didn't really. But I sort of did. I don't think I'm going to do Cold Hard Crash with invisible nitros. I think life's too short for that. But I might as well, just with my last few lives, give this a final attempt. Oh, I forgot I've already fixed this level. I've got the speed shoes now. Oh, fucking idiot. Let me try that one more time. Actually, you know what? Now that I have the speed shoes, I think there is a way. Oh no, not yet. I think with the speed shoes you can skip Polar. At some point in version 1 of the game you definitely could. But in whatever the latest Steam patch is, I don't think so. If it doesn't happen now, then I think I'm done for tonight. That is... Game over. In more ways than one. Thank you, everyone who joined for this. Thank you for helping out when I needed it. That was a hell of an adventure. Have we answered this question? No more than I had done already. Cheers, everyone. See you later.